Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play Ace Attorney Apollo Justice for the PS5. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gamer channel, and today we just completed coming back from the trial, and this part of the chapter is called, this part of the case is called The Legwork Begins, according to the save data. So yeah, let's start the legwork and head to... Well, I mean, we could have had to either place. Why don't we check the Detention Center first since it's not blurred out? You never know what you're gonna find. Hope we all having a wonderful, fantastic day today, July 9th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Maki may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right. The air vent. And he lied. Lied? Maki Tobaye can see. All the dots. Ah, Maki. Speak of the devil. Just more dots. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we could talk to him or anything. I don't know. I just thought it was a good place to start. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. Alright, well, let's look around first, as always. That security camera is looking at me. Why do I feel this sudden urge to make a silly face? A security guard. He stands here watching this room. His eyes, when he looks at Maki, are gentle. Maybe he is a kid, same age. Well, I would require him to leave this room, and as far as we know, that guy is dead. He's just been there rotting for 10 years or whatever. Alright, let's present. A lot of stuff I don't understand. I think he said, I'm sorry, I cannot speak your language. You are very beautiful, fair maiden. This is why I never trust a translator. Is he gonna do this for all of them? I bet you anything he speaks English. I mean, if he can fake being blind, he can fake not speaking English. Right? I mean, that's the thing, right? I still want to know what this is gonna do. I mean, it's gotta have some impact somewhere. But what? You know me, I gotta check everything. I got to. I really have to. It's just the way I work. The trial today. So, what did you think of the trial today? Whew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. Not if he's found not guilty, we win? No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Maki might not understand English, but I bet he gets it better than you do. Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Our bracelet just, like, shook everything. What was that? Lamora's testimony. I'm glad Lamora testified. What a great person. She even got Maki off the hook by naming another suspect. Daring of the governors. The detective. I wonder if Maki knows what happened. I mean, if he can follow how the trial went at all. But no one told him there's a new suspect. How would he know? Hey, what is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. It's definitely something. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Maki. He doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Virginian. He doesn't speak English. He definitely speaks English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning? Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was that bad? Maki lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think I'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Maki. Well, let's ask the last thing first. So, Maki, you can see, right? Maki can see and Lemura can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're going to get any information out of Maki. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Alright, we'll be back. We'll be back. Sunshine Coliseum. Oh wow, this place looks amazing. Live Gavinair's tour. Guilty as charged. Winners. Guilty as charged tour. Summer 20XX. July 9th. Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, look at the little doggy chase a kid in the bottom right. Aw, so cute. Whoa, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation. Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Oh, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom. Thank you very much. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Look, a blimp. Those balloons next to it have sponsor ads on them. Let's see. Big sale, all shirts 50% off. Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today. It's huge. And Mr. Gavin got to play on the enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday I'll fight my first battle on the stage. Battle? Well, yeah, it's a Coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatorial contests at this place anymore, Trucy. Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped. Sometimes I'll worry about her. You know what's really cool? In ancient Rome, they actually had these, what do they call them? Nakamiyas? I'm not sure the exact name, but they had these sea battles in a Coliseum. I kid you not. They had rigging set up under the floor and piping, and they would fill the Coliseum with water. And they would have these naval battles in the Coliseum. It's super cool. What they did eventually, though, is they moved the water battles outside the Coliseum, but for a time, you could go to the Coliseum and actually witness a naval battle. How neat is that? I mean, that is so cool. Let's see. What's that creature there? Oh, it's a blue badger. Ah! And by the way, people did correct me in the comment section in the last video. We did defend a murderer once. His name was Shelly Day Killer, case 2-4. Yes, I had forgotten. Kind of slipped my mind, but yep, that was the thing that happened. Oh, that's the police mascot, the blue badger. Although technically speaking, the case was a lot more chaotic than that simple. But you know, whatever. It's life size. Haven't you seen them around town? Patrolling the streets? Yes, now even Law and Order have a mascot. I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Nightmare fuel. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky. I don't think you're showing true blue badger spirit, Apollo. Yeah, because those things are creepy. Run, little girl, run. Look, a master sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. A giant prosecutor gathering stairs at over the arena. Oh, maybe I could take it to the office when they're done with it. Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing through the front door. Well, then I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business. Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute. Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me. Is this part of some artistic plan of hers to make her sing debut, I wonder? I think that's everything. Move on in. Backstage hallway. July 9th. Hi, Lemore. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lemore! I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You are merely defending Maki. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does not make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday, but how? I like her music, it's very soft and serene. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name, Guilty as Charged. Seems kind of negative to me. But why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. It kind of loses it back, doesn't it? I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai soda. Now in real still flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. The machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. It's probably true. Looks like an instrument case. A big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you could do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes a case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape? So picky. That would be the Blue Badger, the police mascot. There's a guy outside in a giant Blue Badger costume lumbering about. He stands out even more than those Governor's posters. It's all the same. He's a brand mascot too, you know? I can't picture Prosecutor Gavin going for that kind of thing. Neither can I. I'll bet there's a story there just waiting to be told. Let's not tell that story. That's been lying there ever since the day before yesterday. It's small. Maybe no one's noticed it. I kind of want to pick it up and make a cool souvenir, don't you think? It does stick out in my mind for some reason. That's the Governor's dressing room. They're all out on the investigation. Being backstage isn't half as glamorous without a band here. That's Lemuel's dressing room, and the scene of the crime. It's kind of lightly guarded for being a crime scene. I'm not complaining. Makes it easier for us to go in. And Ima gave us her okay, right? We can wander in and do as we like. How is Ima doing anyway? Hope she's not getting cavities from eating all the chocolate sakus. Sakus! Okay. Present? Do you think you could tell me more about this? I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is slightly limited. I only know what I heard or felt. Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. She was still pretending she could see then. Alright, like I said, I have to go through everything because it's just the way I'm built. Got to know. Plus, you know, there may be something important. And if there's something important that you need, then you are going to be wandering around for a while, trying to figure out what you missed, never realizing that the thing you missed was, you know, something so obvious as just checking your information. Ah! Didn't mean to do that one twice. Oh, here we go. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valent Gramarye. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Gramarye made me swear to never tell us so. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know? Talk. The voice. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darien decrease his voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget the voice. Wait.
Nothing more. Something the matter? I mean, I could have swore we just had this conversation about 5 minutes ago. Oh, right, that was after the to be continued. We're supposed to take a break. Sorry about that. Please refresh our memory.
That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. And I am still sure of it.
And no way!
As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice.
You know, here's the thing. You didn't need that flashback. Like, you honestly didn't need a flashback. If you just had to say that is when I heard his voice, that would have been good enough. I'm guessing Darien and Miss Olatus were talking about something.
The next moment, I heard those gunshots.
Why didn't you call security?
To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once.
So, it really was Darien's voice that she heard? Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. Maki.
I met Maki before my debut as Lamara. I was singing in a restaurant in Virginia. And he was playing...
And he was playing the piano?
Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not say.
Is that when you started playing opposites? With Maki pretending you couldn't see?
Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after I made a debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound.
It must have been tough for Maki? Pretending you couldn't see? And all while acting as your eyes?
We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal me to things I should know. He is a smart and gentle boy.
I think I see what she's getting at. Maki would never harm a soul. Mr. Latus. About Mr. Latus.
Ah yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear.
So, you had no idea?
Of course not. No one did.
I guess that's what it means to be undercover? But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was.
Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand.
You have no idea?
I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why?
Interesting. I never even thought about that. What makes you think that?
Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory.
Clouded, right. So maybe something traumatic happened in her past that made her forget? Darkness.
The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart.
In your heart?
I have no memory of the time before I became Lamara. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant. those days.
What was it she said about not being able to remember the light?
I did not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past.
I just literally was alluding to that.
Everything before becoming Lamour is lost to me. But I don't think you. I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me?
Do you think your past might be related to this case?
No way. It seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamour. I thank you. Maki too. Tells me this often when I fear how I might have been. I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something.
Yes?
When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor.
Device? Maybe mean this thing?
That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much.
What? What did you think?
This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears when during a concert.
I wonder whose this is.
We use it for communication. It should be quite inconvenient should it go missing.
We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him.
Yes, that's best. Thank you. So, can I put it on?
Of course, Trucy says that. Receive a transmitter for voice signals. All concert staff wore one.
Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo?
Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry.
Let's look at that. "10-4, that little buddy. This is Trucy reporting in. Over."
Why the sudden silence? I love how she's still... I love how the game doesn't forget that she's still 15. I mean, she still has these bouts of immaturity and teenagerishness. I love that. I think that's great that she's just not acting like a mature teenager all the time.
No one answered.
Don't be silly.
What good is a receiver that doesn't receive? That's like Ima not performing forensic investigations.
You make it sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is just silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on Sakus.
Oh, that's a good one.
Too bad we can't do a fingerprint analysis on this. No, probably don't want to rewatch that. Can I ask about this headset, Lemar? You said that all concert staff were wearing one.
That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members too, I should think.
So Prosecutor Gavin and Zaki's had them on too then.
They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage.
30 feet is not strong at all.
And the strongest signal would interfere with the sound system.
Okay, well that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, exactly. I like it when they're putting us on the same page. You think someone knows that they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here? Alright, wow. A lot of places to go. Gavin here is first. What's the police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police.
Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band?
That's just silly. We never banned the police. Okay, we've seen that before. But then again, I gotta go through all these again because you never know.
That guitar, that's legit AA400, the Red Badger.
I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic.
Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair badger red too. I like my hair the way it is. Thank you very much. Arg, the stubbornness of age. A police uniform hangs on the stand here. Oh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along. It's okay. You don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type, but it's just another face in the crowd. Really? You think so? I guess you're right. Now I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they had to carry around hot pots or something. They're a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. Huh. That's exactly what I was thinking. Sure. It's the second Lemor's postcards. There it is. The landscape painter in sound. It must be hard to pretend you can't see when you can't. And the way she sings so effortlessly. You think she had life easy. Some people are just impressive like that. You know it. It just makes you think about how much further I have to go. I hope we can solve this quickly and not add to our troubles. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there? I bet they use it for interrogating bad guys. Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. I mean, it's plastic. It gets worse, see? If the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it if you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like you don't know which ones are the real bad guys. I think I need to take a deep breath, Tracy. Yeah, I know we've seen that one before. It's still good, though. I like that line. This place is decorated like a high school dance. Though I think our decorations were paper, not chains. The governors are into chains? It's part of the image? Huh? No kidding. Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up? They're really into the whole place thing, aren't they? It'd be cool if they turned the red light on. They don't have to turn on the red light. Someone drew the governor's mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday. Oh, you don't use lipstick yet, Trucy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says. You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. You look great, Trucy. You don't need lipstick. Let's see. Oh, a cruiser guitar? They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band? Rocking it hard, under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass, and a cruiser drum set, and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle. I'm not so sure about that last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. I think that's everything. Unfortunately, I think a lot of these things were repeats from before. The speakers here is the same as the one in Lemur's room. I wonder if this one was belling as loud as hers. I don't see a volume control anywhere in the room. My guess is they give all the rooms equal treatment. You mean equal punishment? Okay, there's nothing over in the right side, right? No. Lemur's dressing room. We got something here. July 9th, Lemur's dressing room. Hey, Emma, how you doing? Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, I'm supposed to be happy. You give me the second degree in court, and prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the blood stain, Mr. Lettuce left. My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Lettuce was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. Chocolate Saku's probably down at the precinct or something. I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Okay, let's look around first. A speaker for monitoring the stage. It was playing at the time of the shooting. It's a pretty old model for such a nice place. I guess I don't care about sound quality back here, as long as you can hear it. Not that lost fidelity could possibly make that music worse. Good speakers must cost a lot. You have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? But that's almost $600! Why, you did the math in your head that fast? And only $5 a month? Poor Trucy. Wait till she finds out you need to buy 2 speakers for a stereo. Aww. Trucy's woes, aww. For having learned about Trucy's monthly allowance in episode 3 of Apollo Justice. So that's why you examine everything. Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone as low as me could even fire it. Just looking at your shoulder would kind of crimp on your stage career. Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe that could loosen him up? Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. I've seen him in some pretty tough spots. Right after the shooting took place, Lerma tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. The shooter must use that to climb up to the vent. All this tragedy because someone left a stepladder here. I don't think Mr. Latus was shot because of the ladder. You think it was Maki? I guess. That air vent is pretty small after all. Does that prove he was at the scene? Did he escape in the time between the gunshots and us opening the door? That's the air vent with Maki Tobae's fingerprints. What's with the frown? Can't go fun anymore. Is that the time? Ah! No, of course not. I just meant... Maki Tobae's fingerprints are on that air vent. Why would his fingerprints be there if he wasn't the shooter? That's a really good question. That's not a question I want to have to answer in court, but it's one we're gonna have to. Hey, wipe that frown off your face. One stick in the mud per crime scene, please. I guess girls can frown, but defense attorneys can't. A Gavin has a poster? How many of those did they put up anyway? Prosecutor Gavin looks so cool on stage. You should learn to play the guitar too, Apollo. You can accompany my magic act. Oh, we'd certainly be a novelty act if nothing else. I'll think about it if I ever lose my attorney's badge. It's a poster for another show. This summer, a Legal Eagles production at Case Closed. I looked into that performance group. Turns out they're all law enforcement related too. Apparently, their serious portrayal of law and order is a big draw. That sounds so boring. It's probably pretty interesting. You're a complicated man, Mr. Apollo Justice. Oh, you know, she hasn't called me Polly in a while. That's one of the biggest, most expensive looking TVs I've ever seen. Too bad you'll never own one. Never is kind of harsh, Trucy. How about for all eternity then? Same difference. Look, it's fruit. Fruit, Apollo, fruit. I heard you the first time. It shows a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss that kind of a bit of watermelon. I know, I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not. Those might make you pay for it. And if you have the money for that, you should probably repaint the office first. Watermelons are that expensive? Huh, those could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. Alright. Go to the right. That's one heavy-duty bouquet there. I had trouble thinking of flowers as being heavy-duty. But they call out lots of things heavy-duty. Not flowers, they don't. What about a heavy scent? I think you mean heady. What if the flowers were plastic? They still wouldn't be heavy. Okay, what if they were made out of metal? What? Like a magnolia made out of steel? Exactly. I hope all my fans don't start throwing metal flowers at me. Yeah, that'd be bad. Oh look, we got a white outline now. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. Look at all that makeup. All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue. I guess she's not into makeup yet. The murder weapon. So it belonged to Miss Latus. That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Miss Latus was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Would they have to be about his size? Look, the carpet's been torn up here. That's the part we did the luminol testing on in court? Lunimol? What's lunimol? It's luminol. Get it right. Ah! Emma's kind of scary when it comes to science. It's best to learn the word and not inside her wrath again. It's good to see you're so passionate about, though. That's one of those permanent dryers you see here in hair salons. Is that what they're really called? Permanent dryers? Do I look like a beautician? I just thought you dry your hair and give you a permanent. It just doesn't sound very glamorous, you know? Okay, how about a permachine? Or you could go more simple like permer? This isn't a bad game. Thinking up official names for things. Not that makes the name of anything official or anything. A sack of presents for Lima or... Stars always got the biggest presents? You know, you could give me a present, Apollo. Here, have a piece of candy. Gee, thanks. She must not get a lot of presents. Poor girl. Aw, look at that. Well, that's why I love having Trucy with us. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense, sure. Because why would a 15-year-old be tagging along on murder mysteries? But at the same time, I really like having Trucy here. This was a window where Lemur saw the crime form from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime scene when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way. Maybe she heard it from the earpiece, maybe? Alright, let us present. You know, you're a bit like Mr. Wright. He always killed his veteran too. Huh? I think he did it so he never forget who he was, or his duty as a defender. Something like that. Pretty noble, really. I guess there really isn't any need for me to carry this anymore around. Seems it does, though it seems to have made a decent impression. Why did they have to commit the crime according to the song? Seems like it'd be more trouble than it's worth. Maybe they were trying to throw out the investigation? That's certainly possible, but risky, don't you think? Just carrying someone as big as Miss Latus would be big enough. She may be a snacky fiend, but sometimes she actually makes sense. Do you think you could take a look at this, Emma? Emma? Her rate of chewing is increasing. Better back off before it's too late. Okay, so now we know what the failure state is. Just a lot of munching. A lot of camera shaking. That's an interval issue revolver, right? Which means it belonged to Mr. Latus. He must have had it to begin with. Sounds that way. So if it was Maki, are we saying Maki stole it from Mr. Latus? Now that's really hard to imagine him doing. Do you think you could take a look at this, Emma? Emma? Her rate of chewing is increasing. Oh, my bad. I should have known that. God, the shaking is a little bit distracting because she does it every time. I'm glad I turned off the flash. If the shaking annoys you or is hurting you in some way, let me know so I can turn it off. Alright, one more piece of evidence to go. And that's it for evidence. The trial today. I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. I love optimism. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes me even more suspicious now that we know we can see. He could have seen the air duct, and he could have shot the revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamura's testimony. You mean I was saying she heard Detective Diane's voice at the scene, That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? Oh, that's a good point. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. The case. Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case. About how everything was happening according to the song lyrics. The guitar serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. Good job, Trucy. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. And then Lamora flew through the air. And then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latusse's life. And he went up into the sky with the guitar. Well, 50 feet up at least. I get the feeling though that I'm missing something from the lyrics. Like there's a line somewhere that we're missing that tells us more information. It's kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence, I know, and I found it. Good job, Trucy. You think the same person did all this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I. I could have fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. Quickly, compliment her for figuring out the lyrics to the song before she goes crazy. Something strange. So what did you find? It's so little, I must have passed it over yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Oh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. Electronic signal of some sort. Trying to think why that would be relevant. Nope. Can't think of a thing. An electronic signal, you say? Maybe it's for like a trick? Like a magic trick? I don't have that as evidence, unfortunately. Oh, wait, go back. Talk. Okay, I just want to make sure I deplete all the options because that last option might have brought up a new option. Alright, the stage. July 9th in the wings. It's pretty. That song, isn't that what the one Lemur was singing? Yeah, you're right. The guitar serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad. Rose petals swirling through the air. Wait, I thought you wanted to be a magic user. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's right. I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Hey, what's up, buddy? Haha, if it isn't Mr. C, and indeed it is! Haha! Welcome back, Valiant. So we got Valiant back in the wings. We had a couple of questions to ask him, right? Especially about the magic trick. Though I don't know if he'll tell me anything. Uncle Valiant? It's kind of weird to say Valiant, because I keep wanting to say Valiant. What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility and task undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure nothing's amiss. The Lemur teleportation illusion? Oh. Should anything go wrong, it would reflect fully upon me and my two. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice a piano. And I remember that fair lady's melancholic melody. Hey Apollo, maybe Uncle Valiant could shed some light on this whole thing for us. Alright, well let's present evidence first. Ah, the proof positive of your profession, yes? Yeah. Might I have a look? Oh, what's this? It's gone! Ah! What did you do with my attorney's badge? Ha 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 ha! Don't be alarmed. Miss Twissy, take a look into your toppet, if you would. Toppet? Eek! It's your badge, Apollo. What's it doing there? What the heck is a toppet? Hold on. What is a toppet? A toppet is a pocket installed inside a jacket used by magicians to dispose of objects secretly. It plays a similar role in Magician's Toolkit to pulls, holdouts, Cervantes, and techniques such as sleeving or lapping. Okay. Didn't know that. Cool. Learn something new every day. Eek, it's your badge, Apollo. What's it doing in there? That was amazing, wasn't it, Apollo? He called that pouch at a waist a toppet? Is that some kind of magician speak? Well, I just looked it up, so yeah, I guess so. Words can express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is the stage and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing on this radio catches my eye. True, you're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh? That is not how I've seen it. So he doesn't care about what I had to show him. I get the point. Okay. So we know the fail state. Yep. Pardon me. I have no money, if that's what you want. Ah, no, I was just, never mind. The way you looked at the revolver? What was that? It was almost as if you had seen one before. And maybe wasn't too happy about it. I wonder if our bracelet goes off from this type of stuff. I mean, it went off with Maki, but that may have just been story plot instead of how the rules work. Okay, the keys? Nothing about the keys? The envelope? Nope. Actually, this ain't the envelope. This is the autopsy report, isn't it? Yeah, it's the autopsy report. Picture of the tooth, nothing. We got 2 more to go. This has been time to rock out to the music. I was wondering about the stunt in this video, right in the middle of the song. I didn't see a stunt. Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice. So young to be so jaded. Simple sleight of hand. Prestidigitation. I'm gonna command magic from me. To you. So that's why you're at the concert? Okay, so we've seen this before. Yeah, we've seen this before. And, yeah, it was against the rules of a magician. Strangely enough, though, we can't skip it. Even though we've already seen it. And this, unfortunately, is nothing. Alright, let's examine. That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. I'm arachrophobic, so, or acrophobic? Whatever. I'm also arachnophobic, right? You know, bugophobic. Whatever the one is, fear of heights. I got a lot of phobics. That's a big instrument case. That's a case for a contrabass, I think. You can fit 20 violins in there, I bet. It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. You could fit 5 tuces in there, I bet. Hey, are you comparing me to instrument? I wonder who left his city open like that. I still can't believe we found Maki and Miss Latus up on top of that tower. Yeah, I used to not like high places, now I hate them. It's not like I would have been nicer if we found a dead body closer to the ground. Though that reminds me, Daddy's bad with heights too. Huh, no kidding. He took me on a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Halfway through, his face got all greeny, mumbled objection over and over.
Sounds like something I would do. Except for the objection part. I'd be like, ah! Poor guy.
That's one big piano. I've never actually played one.
Heh, you should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime.
No good, he can't play either.
I kind of feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew.
Did you make that noise just now?
Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood.
Huh? Wait, there is something stuck in the piano?
Look, this was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch.
Someone must have thrown it into the piano.
Switch placed in pocket. What?
Huh. Look at all the electronics. They must be sign related.
Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo, please?
No fiddling. You'll break something.
If you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. That's what Daddy always used to say.
These eggs look kind of expensive. Okay. Wait. Nothing on the switch. We need to go back and do that with the others. Wait, others? Just Ima, right? Just Ima. Lamora's illusion.
I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lamora's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed, the proper prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, make it disappear like a dream. Like a dream? Yet, what can I work on with the stage but for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for serious acts. It was a challenging task, and so accepted. She disappeared from top of the tower. But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and a place. Now, because of the matter, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of the true community are concerned.
So you were here checking on your trick to make sure it went well?
It went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos. Well, that piano over there, it troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself. Thanks. Oh, I already did that. Troop Grammary. I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Grammary, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort. Actually, yes, you're right.
Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo?
Or everyone tells him that he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. Whoa, look at this.
Look at the cat. Look at the cat and the turtle. Aww. That looks amazing.
Like, super duper cool. I like this picture. I don't know why I like this picture. I like the picture. I like the cat standing there. And what's holding up his legs? His name was the Magnifique Grammary. It was he who began the Great Troop Grammary. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV that there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troop pulled the vanishing act, yes. It looks so... I mean, the music, too, has completely changed, hasn't it? Cries of magic no longer heard. The TV screen abandoned ways, stripped of illusion.
But that's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket.
When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skill at these small venues, so it's waiting on time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame staging once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Grammary, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean
Yes, Zach Gremley. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago. Disappeared? There was no name higher than Gremley in show business circles, none. He disappeared? I will see us return to glory. I, Van Gremley. I thought her parents died. Valent and Zach. Our founder, Magnifique Gremley, was truly a genius of medical miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again? Apparently, someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zach and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valent and Zach were the shining stars of the Gremley crown. Cool, huh? And Zach Gremley was my daddy? Now that the Magnificent and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be that I, the Valent Gremley, who brings the Gremley miracle back to the stage. I'm rooting for you. Mr. C, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming up? How did we manage to get off topic again so quickly all the time? Okay, so let's move out real quick. And let's present these. Because if nothing else, then we'll have enough to maybe get Maki to talk. Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though. A signal. You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Ima. You know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing this switch. Ouch! It's on fire! Ima's device is on fire! What's the big idea? Ack! Well, now we know what this is, an igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo? Let's ask Imo more about this switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience? Okay. The switch. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. What's a few sparks between friends, right? Says you. You weren't the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking. Anyway. Now we know this is a remote for an igniter. Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh? Remote trigger update in the court record. Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram in the stage area. Let's see, 30 feet from Lemo's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage. So dressing rooms are underneath. It kind of seems unlikely anyone will use this on stage. Form diagram added to the court record. Guess I'll be getting on with my investigation. We'll have to look for some clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck. I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Igniter added to the court record. Okay, nothing about the igniter. And nothing about the diagram. What? You aren't trying to burn me up again, are you? Who sent you to get me? Who? I'm not out to get you, I promise. Promise? No promise is good enough with you still carrying that weapon around. Try burning me again with that trigger of yours. And I'll throw 100 bags worth of suckers at you. I've never seen so much so fiercely. Better stay clear for a while. Okay, now we need to... I would like to finish up... Yeah, I would like to see if we can finish this up. Before I adjourn for the day. And the best way I can finish it up is make sure that we have explored this area completely. Didn't mean to do that one. Nothing on the remote trigger. Nothing on the diagram. So one of these has to unlock Maki, right? Yeah, one of these has to unlock Maki because it does seem to be able to do anything else. All these little parts is pretty complex. I'm guessing this is where the fire comes out. Other than that, good thing machines even run if we don't know how they work. That's what Daddy always says. Not really saying you want to go around repeating, Trucy. Nothing on the back? But I swore there'd be something on the back. This switch triggers an igniter. Too bad, I was hoping it was for a bomb that would blow up the whole Coliseum. Really, Trucy? You're scaring me. If Rima hears you talking like that, she'll arrest you. And she'll try to do all sorts of scientific tests, like splitting your hairdo into 3 separate spikes, while she stands by laughing and laughing in her high-pitched voice. I said she'd arrest you, not me. She's not some kind of mad scientist. Did you just hear someone laughing? Just see her, like, listening into us. I don't see anything else. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Alright, my friends, so my name is the FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and this is our continued blind Let's Play Ace Attorney Apollo Justice for the PS5. What, come to laugh at the murder? Darian? That old bag opens a pie hole and wham bam, my life goes in the chute. Thanks. He won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It's a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Well then Gavin had to go rub salt into the wound. My alibi's rock solid, rock solid. Okay, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic day. We'll pick up next time with talking to Darian. But until then, have a wonderful day. So long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.